The first big technology companies being started by women. So you had examples like Rent the Runway, Gilt, Birchbox, Stitch Fix, Care.com. So these are a few of the companies that are venture backed and started by women that I was really inspired by. I had been a co-founder of an e-commerce company, and after we got acquired, I started doing some angel investing and got really interested by the fact that you're starting to see more and more interesting companies being started by women, and I felt like there was an opportunity to build something bigger around that. The investment thesis was that by investing in great female founders, you can get a great outsized return. So that was really the core of the value proposition, and my strategy was that, ultimately to be successful in venture, you have to have great deal flow. Better deal flow than other funds, and so I wanted to get access to the best female operators, serial entrepreneurs who would then in turn be a great channel for that. So 22 out of 26 of our current portfolio is based in New York. That we were seed investors in is called Eloquy. It's a vertically integrated fast fashion brand for the plus size market. Roughly 65% of American women are size 14 plus, and they make up a very low percentage of the industry spend, and that's largely been driven by the fact that most designers don't want to see larger women in their clothing. And when I met the CEO of Eloquy, I had actually pitched her as an LP. And then I asked her about what she was doing. She was a serial entrepreneur, and she was starting this new company. And so a few months later, she became an investor in my fund. We became an investor in her company. And 3 years later, she's raised about $27 million in capital, Series A led by Greycroft, Series B of $15 million this spring, and has 100%, kind of triple-digit growth year over year. The challenge for us has been that we're betting on the future. So, we're starting to see kind of the beginnings of success. But for most LPs who are very traditional, they tend to, kind of wait and see how things develop. So I think that in any situation where you're betting on something that hasn't yet happened, it can be challenging. We definitely encourage a lot of collaboration. We do, 30 events a year for our portfolio, ranging from, monthly CEO breakfasts with people like Kevin Ryan from Gilt, Elizabeth Cutler from SoulCycle. So that's 12 breakfasts that we do. We do office hours with at companies like Google, Facebook, Instagram, et cetera, where our founders have the opportunity to kind of dig deeper into customer acquisition strategy. And then, we have all of them on a Google group where they can basically share knowledge, so ask questions, get references. So I find that the collaboration piece of it has been really interesting and exciting. Everybody would agree that, funding vertical commerce businesses with venture capital can be challenging because of the inventory aspect of it. But I do think that, with things like Dollar Shave Club and Jet.com being acquired, there's renewed interest. The multiples have definitely been healthy. So, VCs are taking another look at that industry. And I think there's been proof that you can build a brand online, but it's challenging. And I almost feel like there needs to be another source of capital, that funds the inventory aspect of it. My partner actually here in New York runs Women in VC, which is a large industry group, and I think she was saying that the number of people in the group now has gone from 40 2 years ago to 150. So you're starting to see women come in at, obviously more junior levels, but you're also seeing, a bunch of women have made partners recently who are quite young. So I think that VC funds are recognizing that to be successful, you have to have a little bit more diversity in terms of profiles. It is more of an evolution. So I think that when I look across our portfolio, we have women from from Guild, from Amazon, from Quidsy, from Rent the Runway. And it's really almost the next generation of talent that has had the experience of watching a large company scale and now wants to move into using that skill set and applying it to building their own businesses. So I don't fault anyone. I think that, you know, things are moving in the right direction, and these women are now the next wave of entrepreneurship. So I think part of it is kind of a pipeline problem, but you know, you're starting to see that move, you know, relatively quickly, which is great.